Hey everyone, this is Joe, and in this video I'm going to talk about the top 14 digital products that you can create and sell online. So let's just get right into it. Although before we do, I just want to just ask you if you like the video, if you could click the little button down below and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this. So let's get going. So the first one are ebooks. So ebooks are huge. They're probably the largest digital product out there. They're not quite as easy to sell as before, but they're still probably the premier digital item. There's just so many out there that it's kind of tough to make a name for yourself, unless it's kind of something new, like cryptocurrency or like Facebook Live or something new. I mean, there's still a lot of top selling products. Like I know in the diet world, the 3 week diet is very huge, but it's an ebook only, and it just took probably a lot of time to get that set and going. But they're very easy to make. I mean, you can just make them in Microsoft Word. You just write something up, throw a bunch of images in there, make it informative, and save it as a PDF, and you're good to go. Next one is photography. So if you already have a good camera, which a lot of people do now, then you can make money taking pictures and selling them. So a lot of ways you could do that is to create stock photos. Stock photos are huge. If you want to go to some site like iStock Photo, like if you're a webmaster, like a web designer, and you're gonna need a lot of images. Even if it's just someone who posts on Facebook and you or has their own blog, they need images for this, and the free ones usually aren't that good. So you're gonna pay a big subscription, and on some of these sites to get pictures that are $1, $2 or more. You can just take these pictures, take a group of very good pictures, zip them up, and then just sell them out on eBay, different webmaster forums, wherever like web designers are. And they don't have to be anything huge. You don't have to even have people in them. They could be say different foods, like collections of fruits, even animals, landscapes, just things in nature, trees, whatever you see that's around. People need this photography, need these images. Next one is music. If you're a musician, you can sell your music online, and even if you aren't a musician and like say you don't have songs, if you're just handy with music, then you can create like say sounds or sound effects, jingles, ringtones. All of those are very huge that you can still sell. You can package them up together. You find the people who might need them. You can sell them on different marketplaces and make some pretty good money from them. The fourth one are wallpapers or logos. If you kind of need to have some graphic design skills for this, but if you can create wallpapers and logos, you can sell them on Fiverr, eBay, different webmaster forums. You can also make them as custom. Like on Fiverr, they'll sell a lot of where maybe you'll say if you need a logo for your website, and some of the logos you can charge quite a bit, $50, $100 more for a professional logo. But again, you got to have some graphic design skills. Even though there are a lot of websites like Canva or say like PicMonkey.com that have kind of preset logos for you that you just have to plug in a few different items and you can create the logos for you, and you can sell those. Next are templates. So if you have some design skills, like you can make, say, WordPress templates. If you have those type of programming skills, you can make quite a bit of money selling those templates because they'll fit right into WordPress, and people need those all the time. I mean, blogs are still very huge, and getting new templates out there, you can make a lot of money from them. But you do need to make sure you keep updating those. So that's kind of one drawback. It's not just where you sell the digital product and then you never like have to deal with it again. But still, they're easy to sell. There's so many template marketplaces out there, even just webmaster forums, selling on eBay. There's just a lot of places, and they're kind of still in high demand. Number six are different printables and patterns. So you can create, say, just some simple designs, which you could sell on Etsy as a printable, and you just keep reselling them over and over. They're pretty low cost to list. I think it's like 20 cents to list, and then you pay like a small percentage of each sale. But and they're pretty easy to make. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube on how to make them. And let me just kind of show you a couple quick examples here. But see, like here's some of these that are sell. They're just a printable. Like these are printable quotes. I mean, how hard is this really to make? This one here, just dream big, work hard. You got this, and just a nice fancy font. And it's just a digital PDF that is being sold. A lot of these aren't hard, and you can just keep reselling them over and over. This one's been $6 just for this, and it can keep selling. Look, it's got 78 feedback, so it must have sold probably hundreds of times. So those are pretty good ones that you can make. Next one is social media art. Social media is everyone knows is enormous, and a lot of people need Facebook headers. Let's say like for their fan page, YouTube headers for their channel, or thumbnails. Thumbnails for your Twitter. Anything that needs designs. Like if you have a blog, you need blog posts, maybe with words on it. There's endless amount of social media that is needed, and you can go in create custom ones. If you go on like Canva or PicMonkey, PhotoJet is another good one. These are just online image places that you can create your own. A lot of them already have preset templates. You just change a few words and you got a nice logo. And then you just sell the pre-designed ones, or just sell your services, and you can make pretty good money on doing those. Next one are courses and tutorials. This one is probably the biggest one that's taken off over the last year or two. Creating video courses or like tutorials on anything that you know. And they don't have to be great quality where you need giant cameras, $1,000 cameras. You can record them just off your phone. They just got to be informative. I have a couple of courses that I don't even appear on screen. They're just videos like this that either are different screenshot ones, or video flowcharts. I have a lot on Spreadsheets. So I teach people how to use Spreadsheets or tutorials, and they make a lot of good sales doing that. So Udemy and Teachable are two great marketplaces that you can create them and sell them. And next are market research reports. Those are kind of very underrated. You don't hear about them much. They're not fancy like ebooks or video courses, but they're very informative, and you can make a lot more than just a couple dollars on these. I mean, if you create little images, you maybe get $5 for them. You can create research reports and sell them for $50, $100. If you just got to find the right audience, and once you get people coming in to buy these, there'll be repeat customers. You just create new research reports. Some examples are maybe different businesses want to know like what demographic information on certain areas, maybe what type of people live around there. They might need email addresses. Webmasters who focus on a certain niche like weight loss, they might want to know where they can market their website. So they might need different URLs, or say forums or Facebook groups where their people or the target market actually hang out. Or a sports fan might want research done on teams, or say like for fantasy players. There's just endless amount of research reports that can be done. If there's something that you're good at, or you know how to collect this information, it's a great start to making some great research reports. Number 10 are spreadsheets. You can create spreadsheet templates to help people who aren't as skilled in Excel. And you can make budget templates. You can say templates to store your recipes, or templates to keep track of all your music or something like that. A lot of times, spreadsheets can pull in different web data. So you can get it to pull in web data like sports data, weather data, some other information that changes, maybe stock data. If you can create some good templates, they're basically like software, and you can keep selling them over and over. And speaking of software, that's our next one, number 11, is software. If you know how to program and you can create applications, those again are another things you can sell over and over. They don't have to be any huge, giant thing like Microsoft Excel. They can just be a real small app, or just a little program that does one little thing. Again, you have something that solves a problem, and you can just resell it as a digital item. Number 12 are recipes. Recipes, I feel it could be a little tough to conquer because there's so many digital products on recipes, and there's so many free ones. If you could just go into Google and type in recipes, and there's tons of recipe sites that list a lot of them. But I feel if you could find a niche type of recipes, you can package those and sell those really, really good. Ones that might not be easy to find on Google. Like if you're looking maybe for some new like trendy diet, maybe I'll like say high protein, high fat recipes, or maybe just a list of all hot sauce recipes, or maybe a lot of people like to make bulk meals for the week, and they'll maybe want to make 10 meals for the week. They don't know how much chicken to buy, how much of this to buy, how much that to buy. Creating recipes for bulk foods for the week, I feel could be a great recipe idea for a digital product. Number 13 are test papers. You can create test papers and then just sell them together as just small groups. Like I've created some math tests for my kids are learning different math, adding, subtracting. I went into Excel. I created some simple math spreadsheets that you can just print up, and those are just digital products now that I could sell to other people, and they don't have to be just simple math. They can be other studies. If you get into reading or science, you might need to take just a little time to create these, but like any digital product, you have to spend a little time creating them, and then you can just sell them over and over. That's what's great about digital products is your inventory cost is zero once you create it. Your cost is probably 2 hours of creating something. Even if you want to get into certifications, like if you have like say an Excel certification or some type of programming or anything that people study for to pass, you can create tests for them, and they don't even have to be anything big. A lot of the test courses might cost hundreds of dollars. You could sell it for $15, and if you just sell it over and over, you'll make some nice money there. And the last one is clip art. Clip art is still huge, even if it's not quite fancy like some of the other things like video courses. But designers still need it, webmasters, students, people who make like invitations. All of those are still needed. And there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to create them. They're not very hard, and it's just another digital item you can sell. So that finishes my list of 14 digital items that you can create and sell online part-time. You don't have to be doing this full-time. There are still many more, but those are my favorite 14. So I hope you liked this. If you did, click the little like button down below. Please subscribe to our channel, and post a comment if there's anything, if you got any questions or anything you like about the video. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.